Okay.
Here I go.
Right.
पहले कार्बोकैटायन तयार करा, मग तो स्टेबल आहे का बघा, नसेल तर त्याला स्टेबल करा.
Can you able to see last bench? So generally these three cases you can remember. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes ring expansion also takes place. 5-membered will become 6-membered. Okay, but that is very rare scenario. They will ask, rare case. And sometimes ring contraction also takes place. Who has done? Just raise your hand. You done? Okay. Yes, correct. Good. Anyone? Those who completed, raise your hand. I will check the answer. Rohit, you did. Did that? And why did you raise your hand? Yes, sir. Good. Next one also you try. The upper one, the benzene ring wala you try.
And H minus is hydride ion. Remember well. Normally it is H plus.
Here
In
methyl
some
shift
cases it is H minus.
methyl shift.
That is hydride ion.
Methyl shift पहले.
Sodium से क्या होता है? H. Sodium hydride. That's a dissociation kind. There is plus and H minus. So this is hydride ion. H minus.
Understand? Then we will get a shift.
अरे रोज ही तो आया था तुमसे रोज का.
See here methyl shift will take place children, not hydrate shift. In the second case, first case hydrate shift, okay. Second case methyl shift takes place because there is no hydrogen here.
There is no hydrogen.
Okay. Yeah, some of them did well. The others once look at the board. See, first step is this one: CH3, 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 CH2 plus. Why? Because SN1 reaction 2 steps, and the first step is carbocation. After that, this is 1 degree carbocation. We have to check side whether there is a rearrangement possibility or not. Sometimes there is no rearrangement. Suppose if you take like this, here there is no rearrangement. Understanding? If H migrate also, you will get again 1 degree only. So there is no rearrangement here. You have to check here whether H plus or methyl generally. So here methyl shift takes place. What is the shift here? Methyl shift. So CH3, CH3, CH2, CH3, here plus charge will come. This is a 3 degree carbocation. So the next step we will attack nucleophile. Nucleophile will be attacked. Nucleophile will be attacked here, and you will get a product like this. Okay? Or OH anything it might be. Understood?
Yes, yes, yes. They got the thing. You got the thing? Which cation is more stable, primary or tertiary? Okay, tertiary is more stable. So whenever there is a chance of rearrangement, whenever it will rearrange. If there is no chance, no problem. If there is a chance,
It will
rearrange.
rearrange. That's it.
Because it is very less stable.
And one more thing, in this reaction, in the first step, what is the change of hybridization also they will ask. So alkyl halide, what is the hybridization? sp3, because it is saturated one. And once the carbocation formed, it became sp2. So multi-answer questions also they will ask. First step, a tetrahedral carbon
This is
becomes
also
a
very
planar.
important. This is also very important. Pay your attention.
Tetrahedral carbon becomes planar carbon. sp3 carbon becomes sp2. Okay, rearrangement possible. All are correct. This neat type, all of these will come generally. Okay, so all the statements you have to see. then sp3 tetrahedral carbon becomes sp2 carbon, right? And one more word, yes, sp3 means tetrahedral carbon becomes square planar carbon. That is first step, right children? So last case also I think you have done. Why? Because their benzyl carbocation is more stable, right? Benzyl carbo. So first, what is the step? First step you just see carbocation. Only these two things you remember. Carbocation. Now, if there is a rearrangement, then what happens? Here you will get benzyl carbocation. This is even more stable. Benzyl carbocation. See like this. This H will go. Here also hydrate shift, children. H minus shift takes place. Hydrate shift. Okay. So this is benzyl carbocation, more stable due to what? Resonance, carbocation stability. That is why first I told those. So then you will get OH minus, and it will be attacked at benzyl position. So these type of questions they will ask in the exam. So directly substitution means they won't ask. This type of rearrangement things only they will ask. All these three examples you write. Then we will see the factors which are affecting SN1. So today only substitution SN1 and SN2, and wherever the things are coming we will see. Most reactions are there. Like ethers we will have. Okay, alcohols chapter we studied. Alkyl halides and ethers chapters mainly you will get this type of questions. So we will do all those ring cleavage things. Shall I erase? Everyone is clear? Last bench? Fine. Next one. What are the factors which affect SN1 reaction? Factors influencing SN1 reaction. First one. Factors affecting SN1. Nature of the substrate. Nature of the substrate means what kind of substrate you have to take. Among 3 to 1 means tertiary, secondary, primary, or else normally if you take benzyl, allyl, like that. So but I told you 3 degree is more stable, so normally you will take tertiary alkyl halide greater than secondary, primary, then methyl. Okay, this is the first one. Nature of the substrate. So why tertiary alkyl halide is preferred? Because it is a carbocation intermediate and 3 degree is more stable. That is why. That's all. Next one. Reactivity and nature of the alkyl. Reactivity and nature of the substrate. Here alkyl halide SN1 reaction is independent on concentration of the reactant. It is independent. Why? Because in the slowest step if you see, it is only carbocation is the slowest step. So it is concentration independent. It does not depend upon the concentration of reactant. It does not. It is concentration independent. It is concentration independent. Means what? It does not react on the. It does not depend on the concentration of the reactant. Okay, but reactivity and stability of the intermediate. Okay, but the rate of reaction increases, but the rate of reaction increases with increasing stability of the carbocation. With increasing stability of the carbocation. Means if the carbocation formed is more stable, then the reaction is more, then the reactant is more reactive. So if the stability of the carbocation is more stable, then the rate will be more. And here racemization, one time they asked in the question, which of the following racemization is maximum extent? Means racemization I told you no. That one will be in maximum, in which case? Like that they will ask. Then also you have to see which is formed more stable. In that case the racemization process will be more. Okay. Suppose I have given like this simple one, 3 degree carbocation, only simple thing, and a 2 degree alkyl halide. This is 2 degree and this is 1 degree. In which case racemization is more. Of course here they have to be different groups children. R1, R2, R3, different groups should be there. Then only you can see the racemization process, right? Then in first case only more stable carbocation is formed or no. So here racemization process will be more. Okay. Next third one, nature of the solvent. Third factor is nature of the solvent. So nature of the solvent, which type of solvents SN1 reaction takes place? It takes place in polar protic solvent. It takes place in polar protic solvents. One second. Second point, you add one more point, ma. What you doubt? Second factor. First factor is nature of the substrate. Second one, reactivity and concentration of the nucleophile rate. Reactivity and concentration of the nucleophile. Reactivity and concentration of the nucleophile. Okay. There you add one more point. Weak nucleophile is needed. Second one, weak nucleophile is needed. Okay. Nature of the solvent. It takes place in polar protic solvent. So what are polar protic solvents? Even water is also a polar protic solvent. Next, methanol. Ethanol. Next, what are polar protic solvent? It should give proton. Ammonia. So these are polar protic solvent. If the reaction, if nucleophile is not there also reaction takes place. Without nucleophile also reaction takes place, and that reaction is called as what? Solvolysis. SN1 reaction takes place without a nucleophile also. Means solvent itself can act as a nucleophile. Then you call the reaction as solvolysis. If water is nucleophile, you have to say hydrolysis. And if ammonia is nucleophile, you will say aminolysis. And if acetic acid is nucleophile, histolysis, like that. Simply solvolysis you remember. Here one more point. If solvent act as a nucleophile, you will get 2 intermediate children and 3 transition states. This is also one question. So generally if you are getting 1 intermediate, how many transition states are formed? This is also a question. SN1 reaction, I have given the graph now. In that how many intermediates are formed? Only 1 intermediate is formed, carbocation. So how many transition states are formed? 2, right? If you take a neutral nucleophile, there will be 2 transition states. The graph will be like this. Okay? 2 intermediates are formed. So how many transition states will be formed? 3. Just remember exactly what is there, what is that no need. Okay? If the intermediates are X, then the transition states are X plus 1. Okay? If 1 intermediate is formed, then how many transition states? 2. If 2 intermediates are formed, then 3 transition states. If you take the reaction with water, I will tell you the example afterwards, that not needed. 2 intermediates are formed and 3 transition states are formed. Okay children? So it takes place in polar protic solvent. And the last one is leaving group, nature of the leaving group. Nature of the leaving group. What type of leaving group should be present? I think you can do this. Nature of the leaving group. Fourth factor. For a given alkyl group, iodide is best known. Iodide greater than bromide, greater than chloride, greater than chloride. Right? Iodide is a better leaving group because of the size. As more size, so iodide is better leaving group. So they will ask like this: which is more reactive towards SN1? Then first one or second one? First one, iodide leaving group. This is a normal question. Here iodine is same. Here which is more reactive towards SN1? 1, 2, 3. Which is more reactive? Simple questions only. Here tertiary iodide is there. So tertiary group is common. That is why iodine is preferred. This is more reactive. And here iodine is common. So this is primary, this is secondary, this is tertiary. So which will react more? Tertiary. That's all. Why you are thinking that much time? Understanding? So this type of questions they will ask. Okay. Now SN2 we will see. After that some more questions we will find. So nature of the leaving group, still other groups are also there, like triflate, brosylate, these all things, but no need. In questions we will solve. Next, SN2 reaction. So same, what is the statement children? Alkaline hydrolysis of primary alkyl halide to give primary alcohol is the statement for SN1 reaction. Right? Primary alkyl halide on alkaline hydrolysis gives primary alcohol. Okay. So next one. It is a one-step process. So reaction you can write like this: Rx same only plus nucleophile gives R nucleophile plus X minus. But it is a one-step process, single-step process. So it is called concerted mechanism, concerted reaction. So among the following, which is concerted reaction? They will ask. Concerted means one-step process. Both bond making and bond breaking takes place in one step only through a via a transition state. Understanding? Both bond breaking and making takes place in one step via transition state. That is called as a single step process. Those single step processes are called as concerted reactions. It is a single step process. So how the reaction will take place? CH3, generally primary will be taken here. So CH3X, here nucleophile will come, but this nucleophile will arrange from back side. So a transition state is formed. This all you know children, just I am revising. Concerted reaction means one step process. Who asked? Concerted reaction means a single step process in which bond breaking and making takes place by a transition state. Okay. So here nucleophile and here X. So a 5-membered state is formed. So transition state. This is called transition state. And here carbon will have 5 bonds, where these two are getting negative charge and this one is getting positive charge. So it is an imaginary state. We cannot isolate. Okay ma? Carbocation we can isolate, we can separate. Transition state is an imaginary state. Okay, here carbon nucleophile bond becomes stronger slowly and carbon halogen bond becomes weakened slowly. Okay, simultaneously takes place at a time. This bond will become slowly weak and this bond will become stronger simultaneously. So after that, at one particular time, this bond will become strong. Alright, one second. So at 1 second, they will form like this after some time. Okay, nucleophile will attack from backside, children. Here nucleophile exclusively attack from backside. Why? All of you change this. Nucleophile attacks from backside because front side halogen is there, no repulsion takes place. Therefore, nucleophile attack from backside. There, nucleophile can attack from both sides, front and as well as back. Here, exclusively backside attack takes place, and the configuration is inverted. Inversion configuration comes. This is called as Walden inversion product, because Walden is the scientist who observed this Walden inversion product. There what happens? Both retention and inversion came, but here only inverted product is formed. Here only inverted product is formed. Okay. Now if you see the rate of reaction, rate is proportional to alkyl halide and also nucleophile concentration. Rate depends upon concentration of alkyl halide and also nucleophile. So it follows second order kinetics. It follows second order kinetics. There, first order kinetics. Why, children? In SN1 reaction, rate is equal to what? Rate is proportional to only alkyl halide concentration. Because low step is only alkyl halide, no? That is why. Okay? That is first order kinetics. This is second order. Rate is proportional to both concentration of the alkyl halide and also nucleophile. It follows second order kinetics. Second order kinetics. Fine. In chemical kinetics also, what is first order reaction means you can tell SN1 reaction. What is second order means you can tell SN2. Examples. Okay. So this is the case, and if you see the energy profile diagram for this, what will be the energy profile diagram for this? So here is the energy, here is the reaction coordinate. So it will be like this. Only one transition state where carbon will have like this. So this is a transition state. Maximum energy, and here what happens? Alkyl halide plus nucleophile, and here alkyl with nucleophile and X minus. So that's it. In the reactant, both will be there, transition state and product. Reactions, transition state and product. Okay? Here no carbocation. That's it. And if you see the factors affecting, here no rearrangement. No rearrangement also possible here. Their rearrangement is possible. Okay. Now, so what are the factors now which affect SN2 reaction? One by one, slowly, in short I will finish off. Nature of the reactant again. Nature of the reactant or substrate. So primary will be more ma. Primary halide is more reactive than first methyl, next primary, secondary, tertiary. This is the case. So there 3 to 1, here 1 to 3. Why? Because there should be less hindrance. Sterically less hindrance should be there. If you take a 3-degree alkyl halide, what happens? Nucleophile can't come from front side because X is there. It can't come from back also because 3 bulky groups are there. So sterically less groups should be there. That is why this is preferred than tertiary. There why 3 degrees preferred? Because carbocation intermediate. Here steric hindrance should be less. So every time you have to Check these 2 points only. One is stability, second one sterically less hindered or more hindered. That you have to check. Understand? Nature of reaction. Second one, concentration of the nucleophile. Here what? Strong nucleophile is needed, children. There weak nucleophile. Here strong nucleophile is needed. Okay? And third one, what is the third factor? There, solvent, nature of the solvent. So which type of solvent you will use? Polar aprotic solvent, like acetone you can take, or ether, THF, like that, ether, DMF, dimethyl formamide. Dimethyl formamide. You know formamide structure? This is HCO and H2 is formamide. Instead of 2 hydrogens, you keep 2 methyl groups. Formamide. This is formamide. HCO and H2 is formamide. Dimethyl formamide means 2 hydrogens place 2 NH3 CH3 groups you keep. DMF, DMSO, dimethyl sulfoxide. These are the solvents in. And THF, tetrahydrofuran, like this. Furan, you know, in aromatic compounds you have seen. So this is tetrahydrofuran, THF. Okay, so these are polar aprotic solvents. Acetone, ether, DMF, DMSO and THF. Means जो प्रोटॉन नहीं देता पर वो पोलर था, ये पोलर, दिस इज पोलर बिकॉज O minus and C plus. Okay, this is polar. Okay. Now what is the fourth point? Nature of the leaving group. That is same, children. Nature of leaving group, again same. Iodide greater than bromide, chloride, chloride. This point is similar to both SN1 and SN2. So shall I tell the differences between this? Here you will take weak nucleophile, or water itself is acting as a nucleophile in SN1 case. SN2 case, this one. Fine. So we will do some problems now, in which case you will have SN1 SN2 reactions. One by one we will see, and where the rearrangement is possible. So what is the time now? 9 hour. See the time. 9:20.